I never had a fucking plan for my life. I just wanted to make stuff. Life in all of its beauty feels precarious. The idea of documenting it feels like a way to turn all of these scattered, freckled blips into something tangible that maybe I can cling to for a little bit longer. People I've loved, places that were interesting or horrific, or somewhere something wonderful happened. A lot of the time when I make art, it feels frantic, like, holy fucking shit, I need to capture this moment or channel this feeling or do something before it slips through my fingers. I've always entirely, undoubtedly known who I was, but I never knew how to cope with the way that I was. There was a point where I just sort of set myself into motion and started photographing and filming and writing music and recording and playing in a band and filling up notebooks and doing everything I could to stop that impending combustion. I followed the feeling and it took me places. There was a townhouse in North County. I moved in with girls I had kind of just met and we filled it up with band posters, had a bunch of parties, and did way too many drugs.
I'm not on drugs, but I have drugs in me. I swear to God.
Oh no, he's
Wait, hey, where's the camera? Take a picture of both of them.
Oh, it's out of focus.
Not a concern. It's sort of a non-bar.
That one neighbor rightfully hated us, but we didn't care because we were 19, felt invincible, and had somehow secured housing by the beach in Southern California. We would turn the master bedroom into a photography or recording studio and do shoots or make songs. We wrote the better part of a record in that house and booked our first tour, but then fought a bunch and pretty much broke up the band as soon as the songs came out. Classic. And toxic as shit. But it was fun. Then there were all the scummy, crummy, sketchy music spots. Buckhouse, Paradise Dojo, Bow Wow House, the paint booth, the print shop, and whatever random person's backyard who DM'd us on Instagram trying to set up a show. There were some nicer, more legit spots too, like Soma or the Che Cafe. We'd go because our band would be playing, or our friends' bands, but I always brought my camera because I loved photographing the performances, the people, making friends, getting fucked up. Photography is a way to freeze fleeting feelings, to capture the energy of that perfect moment, like lightning in a bottle. Hi guys.
Day 1, San Diego. Oxnard tomorrow.
Oxnard today.
Today.
Oxnard 12 hours from now. Catch us in the hometown.
For real. Everything's out of focus.
That's a vibe.
I live my life.
It's us.
Keep your hands to yourself the hard way. Now you're old enough to follow your own whim.
Then there was Portland, 20 years old, fully run away to live in a city where I knew no one and lived in the forest. I had kind of just decided that I hated everyone and wanted to start over. God, what a peaceful year. I would just walk around town and take pictures of stuff, go to record stores, and found the music scene, joined a band, of course. The apartment I lived in had holes in the kitchen walls that slugs would come in through, and everything smelled like mildew, so my clothes smelled like mildew. Sometimes I still catch hints of that smell, and I love it. I wrote a lot of songs in that apartment, sitting on the carpet, curled up to my guitar, processing quietly, basking in the feeling, kicking it with the voices in my head, a slow, low, constant hum.
Oh my God, it's spring and love is dead. Oh my God, it's spring and love is dead. No needs, no wants, just thinking Pegasus stars. No needs, no wants, just thinking.
Throughout all of this, I was completely aimless. I don't know if it was because I was passively suicidal or just obliviously young, but I never saw myself as an artist, even though the only through line that connected all of the chaos I was spinning myself through was the art that I was making. Fill up one hard drive, start another. Finish one journal, open a new one. Wow, look at that. There's guitar strings and drumsticks.
I love that. Wow, dude, this place is really fucking cool.
No idea what I was doing, but I think I was enjoying myself. The art reflected my lifestyle because I was just making it as I went. With no goals, no plan, and no greater vision, I would rarely share my work, at least in proportion to the amount that I was making. I posted some stuff online, or would have the occasional friend stay the night where we'd share music and read each other's writing and look through shoeboxes of photos. I don't know. That was kind of it.
Should I turn off the light?
Honestly, it might be fine just like this.
What time is it, Joseph?
Made me cry.
8:15.
What? Oh, I get the shot, then she's gonna get the shots.
Then we can try it without the fisheye
Yeah.
lens.
Drums this time.
Try,
maybe start the film right here. And just get like a clip of that.
Hold on, my shadow's getting it from this light. Let me get this side.
Do that.
You're using the wrong pedal too.
Can you make out what it says?
Yeah.
Just like a little insert of that.
Feel like
Yeah, this is gonna be sick.
And I'm gonna just grab it.
Dude, I hate this wet. That's Steven.
Once there's all there.
Dalton, can you go fuck the trailblazer? Give Missy shit. Alright.
be sick. And then we can mix and match them even, just make it weird. Like maybe when it's in reverse, it'll be fisheye or violent. I think the beginning will be cool if it just like starts with this and then shows the cassette, little like us talking side things before even maybe.
Unless someone tries to run up.
But somewhere along the line, I fell in love. 4 years spat me out, and there I was living in a yellow-walled house with an orange cat and my soulmate. And I was grounded. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. More so than ever before, at least. And I actually started thinking about the future because I saw myself in it.
Does it fuck?
Yeah, crunch.
I like the Diablos Rex. Not just because it's a pentagram, but just because it's like super chocolatey.
Baby sized.
Yeah, it's small.
This shift changed the way that I made my art. I began to understand the strength of the calling that I felt towards it and the responsibility that I had to follow it. I knew that I was capable of more. Better work, bigger concepts. I felt a drive to apply myself in new ways and began creating more diligently and acutely than ever before. I locked the fuck in. Ideas became larger, my process more calculated and satisfying, and I was obsessed. Consumed. After this project, I will rest and try to enjoy my life, I would tell myself. But it's never over. I know it's never over. There's always something coming next. So I work and I work and I make and I make, and I watch the sunset over and over from the desk chair next to my bedroom window. I've logged some motherfucking hours in that chair. I mean, look at this thing. It's fucking falling apart. My lifestyle began to reflect my work rather than vice versa because everything that I did was centered around when I could find time to check that next box on my creative to-do list. And all that discipline paid off. I tasted the fruits of my labor and was more fulfilled than ever before. I was sharing and connecting and understanding myself and finally feeling seen. But low-key, I felt like shit because everything else had been neglected. Eating, sleeping, cleaning, exercising, a social life, going outside at all. I'd become a slave to my work. And although it was objectively better than ever before, the moments of inspiration were becoming fewer and further between, and for a time, I was really just trudging through it sedulously. The artist has to ask herself, where is the line? When is it time to get my ass out of that desk chair, stop working, and just live? And how do I do that when it feels impossible to put anything ahead of these works that I feel so cosmically responsible for? Will I regret all of the days I've spent inside? What am I doing it all for? The atlas-shattering grasp of aim that holds you by the neck like a maternal feline versus the wide-open waters of aimlessness where you know you'll eventually tire and drown in disillusionment and desiderium. And with that, the phrase, I just want to make stuff, has never felt more fucking complicated.